Hello, so today I'm going to be showing you and telling you how to do 41 different levels of mechanics. The first level is going to be the possible mechanics. Second will be the impossible mechanics. And third will be the theoretically possible mechanics, which I'll explain later. So, the first mechanic is going to be a double tap. So, I'm going to go in first person for this one. So, why double tap's the first mechanic? It's one of the easiest mechanics you can pull off. No really explaining to do. Hit it off the backboard, hit it into the goal. And yeah, I'm going to be doing this in the Aries arenas, the new ones. I personally like these arenas. So yeah, next is going to be a backward shot. You can do like many types of backward shots. You can do backward shot double taps, ground pinch backward shots, and like ceiling pinches backwards. That's an actual mechanic on this list. I'll show you that later. Yeah, here's my backward shot. That wasn't a very good one. I just tried. So that was another variation of backward shot called Apollo flick. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called because a lot of people just say it's called that. It's where you go here, stop in front of the goal, hit it back, put into the goal. I don't like stopping because yeah, they can just tackle you. So I do it in one motion. Okay, now I just have to read my list. The third mechanic is overbridge. Overbridge, it's pretty hard to do in this arena specifically, but basically what an overbridge is where you put your hand under the bridge, keep your other hand and the ball over the bridge. That's why it's called an overbridge, because you are over the bridge and your hand is under it. Pretty self-explanatory. You basically just do it with a shot, but doing it without a shot is number 3. Now, number 4 is an underbridge. The exact opposite. You basically just go under the bridge, hold the ball, and yeah, do it from there. They're actually really fun to do on this map. And yeah. Number 5 is gonna be a G pinch. That's just a way of saying ground pinch. Like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a short way of saying ground pinch. A ground pinch, oh crap, I dropped my controller. But yeah, the ground pinch will look like that. That wasn't a very good one. So for a good one, I'm gonna hit it up more. Don't just make it go straight. That's very easy. So if you want to make it go in this top area up here and not the bottom. As I said earlier, backwards ground pinches. I'd say backwards ones are slightly easier. Sauce variants of ground pinches like side scoop and something that's like a side scoop. You use your head. I forgot what that's called. You like tilt your head over. You also do that with your body. I don't really remember what they're called. Yeah. That's the first 5 mechanics. Now we're going into the medium mechanics. First is going to be a ceiling pinch. Or what it is on there is a C pinch. So, ceiling pinches, yeah, they're pretty hard to do on this map, I'd say. Because there's no real spot, but right there is a good spot. Also, if it's not on the ceiling or like near the ceiling, it's not considered a ceiling pinch. It's just considered what the thing is called. Like this, I'll just say that's nest. That would be called a nest pinch. I don't know the comms for this arena. This is a pretty new arena. I wouldn't know the comms. When this arena first released, one of my friends showed me something, and that mechanic is going to be number 7, dark shot. A dark shot is when you bounce it on the ground and it comes back up to you. Person and a Orion Drift community the Method Horizon ones, showed me of them doing that and then hitting into the goal. Pretty good shot. And yeah, this is the perfect spot on the console to do it. You do it like, no, I just need it. Yeah, it's still going. You just like bounce it onto the ground, hit it pretty hard, and if you're doing it right there, it will always come back to you if you are in the right spot. It's quite easy to do on this one, but if you're doing it on flat, you just want to bounce it straight down, and you want to bounce it pretty hard. That would have been perfect. So yeah, dark shots, obviously they're number 7, so they're pretty hard. Now number 8 is going to be this new mechanic, which is like a weird spin move. So basically, 90-degree turn and around your back. A lot of people are doing it now, like literally just now they're starting to do this mechanic. There's also an overhead version, which is a cool way. I'd say this is kind of a lame trick because nobody does it good ever. Even I don't do it good. But yeah, it's just like, I think it's kind of an overrated trick because it's not really that much of a flex you can do. They're so easy to do. You just have to get in the right spot stuff, and they're really easy. And if you're going like adjacent from the goal, like this, like the other way, I mean, if you're going adjacent from the goal, like this, bro, I don't know how to do it with my right hand. Okay, let's just skip that. So the next shot, I'll just read it. Spin Jitsu. Next shot is going to be a Spin Jitsu. This is near the end of the tricks that I can pull off. Some of the other ones I can actually pull off later in the list. But Spin Jitsu, the way I do it, the easy way, 90 degree, one hand 90 degree, behind the back, and do the rest of 180, making it look kind of like a 360 background. You can also do it with an overhead. We'll get to the overhead tricks later. Overhead tricks are actually right after this. So yeah, Spin Jitsu, yeah, I do it kind of that, but without, but like under. Okay, I'm gonna be failing a lot, I promise, but I'll be doing a lot of these tricks. Some of the tricks later are really crazy. And now, next trick is actually a 180 overhead. And then I'll show you the next one after this is going to be a 360 flip. 180 overhead. I don't know why it's up for Spin Jitsu. I made this like 2 hours ago. My little notes. Also, no, this isn't even 30. How many tricks did I say? 32? It's actually 41 tricks. So, yeah. It's been 180 overhead. Pretty self-explanatory. It's just 180 over your head. I like to do it left-handed, which would be considered a switch trick. Switch means non-dominant hand, and I learned it with my left hand, just like I learned ceiling carving with my left hand, even though I'm right-handed. That's one with your right hand. I think the right-hand ones look really cool. Now 360 flick. So which one is this again? Yeah, this is number 10. Yeah, I added the dark shot into here. That's not actually on the list. But 360 flick, you're gonna want to have smooth turn on for this. And then, depending on what way you're turning, this way, right hand, which means if you go right, do right hand. If you're going left, left hand. And real life, you're gonna turn 270 degrees like that. And then it will also turn you 90 degrees if you spin fast. And yeah, I don't practice this trick anymore. I don't like this trick. But I can do them. I've used to practice them a lot. Looks like that, but in the goal. I'm not actually going to pull one off because I don't like these tricks. And yeah, the next one is going to be a cuckster pinch, also known as a wall pinch. This is the very start of the hard tricks. So, cuckster pinch, if you play Rocket League, you know what this is. It's just a wall pinch. But yeah, on this map, you can't exactly do them anywhere. I don't really know any spots where you can do them, except maybe like right here is the. You do it right there if you do it weird one, which I don't know how to really do the weird cuckster pinch thingies. But yeah, it's just a wall pinch. I bet I could do it from here. Oh wait, this is a perfect spot. Right here on this little. Yeah, that would have been in if it didn't bounce. Earlier, I was absolutely frying every single lobby I joined. I was playing rookies. That's why. By the way, I'm in a core lobby. I don't know why this is it, but I'm pretty sure this is just a ranked lobby. But yeah, the next trick is gonna be scissor pinch. You can do this in any singular map. It's that, but yeah, they're good for clearing. A lot of people do use it for clearing. They go extremely fast if you do them right. The way I recommend doing them, do it with your wrist. Makes it actually like a scissor. Or if you don't like that, you'd either do it bottom hand, wrist, like your hand on the bottom. Do that. If you just don't like that, but I recommend double wrist. That wasn't even one. And you have to like barely even hit it. Ball lag. I don't know why there's ball lag. But there's someone on the server. Yeah. Next trick is gonna be a 360 wraparound. So, you know how spin jitsus, some people just do them like 360 and they wrap it around their body? That's not actually a spin jitsu, that's a 360 wraparound. I could do them slowly while moving my hand up and down, but they're extremely hard to do. So basically what it is if you're using right-handed, you should probably go right way. And yeah, this is basically a requirement for this trick. Unless you're like the GOAT of Orion Drift, you need long arms. If you do this with short arms, I would actually be really impressed. If anybody ever did this. Yeah, this is just like a 180 wraparound. 180 wraparounds are insanely easy. I didn't actually include 180 wraparounds, I forgot. But a 180 wraparound would just be a spin jitsu, but harder. Or just that. Sometimes it's like that. But yeah, enough time on the 360 wraparound, I need to get moved because there's like, I don't know, like 27 more tricks. Next is Holy Waterfall. If you don't know what a Holy Waterfall is, made by a pro player that I actually know, my friend Waterfall. Plays comp. You might have seen him before, but yeah, a Holy Waterfall is his mechanic. It's a 360 wraparound, but like two-handed 180, one-handed 180, and then after that 180, you grab it again with the other hand, backward shot. So it looks like it's a 540. It's like a 180 two-hand wraparound, one-handed 180 wraparound, and then another two-handed 180 wraparound into a backward shot. That's just an insane like thing. Damn, 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm not even gonna show you that, but you can imagine what that looks like. Look like that, and trust me, this has been done in the game before. He does it really good. He does it like really cool. And then there's also another variant I made. It's a Holy Waterfall overhead. It's just the same thing, but high in the air, and then do that after. It's just called a catapult flick. But he does it in the air too. Now, after that, this is the end of the hard mechanics. 360 overhead wraparound. 360 wraparound, but as an overhead, over your head, and then do like a catapult flick but forward, which would look like that. It's like a weird thing to do. I'm not even going to show you this. You know what a 360 wraparound is? You know what an overhead is? You can probably imagine how hard that will be. Let's do another catapult flick. I love catapult flicks. Now the next one is going to be a double head wraparound. This is the first extreme mechanic. The head wraparound would look like that. Doing 2 of those in a row is very hard. And yeah, it's a very hard mechanic. But also, another thing with head wraparounds, you kind of gotta do them with one hand. 2 hands, like that, is just way too easy. So, I actually invented head wraparounds, but the way I would do a head wraparound would be like that. It impresses people, because, yeah, that's a really cool looking mechanic. I recommend doing it. But yeah, I'm just going to show you how this is done real quick. And yeah, how I do it. Isn't that just really cool? Well, I almost had a double tap there. Yeah, you do that, one hand. Oh, what? You do kind of like that. Like that, 2 times in a row. And how I would do it would like be, what I would consider this is like that, in the air. Yeah, it's still hard with 2 hands, but yeah, that's it for the double head wraparound. Now, let's go back to first person. Read my note on the floor. Double head wraparound, where's that? Oh yeah, double head wraparound is the first extreme trick. The second one is a moribund, which is a moribund pinch. What the hell? A moribund pinch cross map, CM. Moribund. Oh my god. Okay, I can't do it now. Moribund, like that. They used to be one of my favorite mechanics, but just do that cross map. I'm not doing that. So I could probably do this in like a normal Driftball arena, but not comp. So yeah, that's the second extreme. Third extreme, lemon pinch. So you're probably like, what the hell is a lemon pinch? Well, I'll tell you that there are so many different pinch variants. So you know a ceiling pinch. Well, how about a backward ceiling pinch? I wasn't going to ceiling pinch. Backward ceiling pinch. But on the ceiling pinch. I've done it on Nest probably like 100 times in game. They're actually really easy to do on Nest, but from the ceiling they're really hard. So yeah, it's obviously harder than a cross map moribund pinch. These moribund pinches go like insanely fast. That's not even how fast I can hit it. Like, I've done pinches for so long. I kind of like mastered most known mechanics. Mastered half of them probably. Yeah, that's it for the lemon pinch. Now the next is an astral pinch. And yeah, you probably like, what the hell is an astral pinch? So an astral pinch, which, yeah, remember when I did that coaxer pinch thingy? Coaxer pinch was very far down the list, and as you could probably guess, it's a backwards coaxer pinch. Because we got the backwards ground pinch, backwards ceiling pinch, now I need backwards coaxer. This is really hard to do in game. I think I have actually done this in game, like once. I was in a normal Driftball, obviously rookies. I don't rookie stomp, by the way. I just play with other, like actual sweats and rookie. I'm not really a sweat, but I do play good. More of a casual player. But yeah, that's what it is, Astral Pinch. 20 is going to be a redirect. So 20 is where the tricks just get like technically impossible for a human to do, but probably never going to happen. So a redirect, if you play Rocket League, you know what a psycho is. It's where you hit with like the tip of your car like that, kind of. But a psycho, we'll get to that later, but a redirect, hit off of a wall, specifically side wall. You need a lot of speed for that, but my friend High Top actually hit one of these redirects on Halo, on the side of Halo, right? It's actually a really cool trick, and it had no bounces, I'm pretty sure. One bounce? I don't know. I watched it a long time ago. But yeah, the only one I've ever seen was High Top's. I'm actually friends with him, so I asked him how many attempts did it take. He said like around 100. So that's how hard it is. 100 attempts is actually a long time. Okay, 20-minute mark. So now, after this, it's gonna be a windmill. You probably know the basketball move, the windmill dunk. But a windmill and a Rhine drift could be like this, but one hand, not a full hand. You probably think, no, that's just really easy. Try it in game and you'll find out. It's so much harder than it looks. This is an NBD, never been done, but there's way harder tricks later. So yeah, windmill. If you know the basketball move, yeah, it's that. And yeah, wrap it around. It's like a 360 wrap around, but vertically. So yeah, that's it for the first page of this. That's the 21st mechanic, windmill. Now these are the insanely hard mechanics. 71 through 75. So next is a psycho, 22. And yeah, you might be asking, it's just a redirect, but back. It's not that simple. A psycho is not just a redirect. It's, bro, why is there rumbling miles? That's actually creepy, so. But yeah, it's a redirect with your head. That's all it is. I met this guy who claimed to be a top 2 pincher. I actually believed him because he pinched insanely good. But yeah, he could do every pinch in a book. He also taught me how to scissor pinch. That's how I know what a scissor pinch is. But yeah, it's a redirect. I can't do redirects. I probably can. Yeah, I have basically the same fit as High Top. I bought this at the same time as him. He told me to buy this. I don't regret buying this. This is actually sick. So yeah. And yeah. Psycho, just redirect with your head. It's like that right there. But what I would consider an actual psycho, 1 bounce, not 2 bounce. 2 bounce is stupid. Unless it bounces off like the top and then bounces on the ground and goes in. I would still consider that because it's 1 ground bounce. And now the next after psycho is an impossible. Number 23 of mechanics. So impossible is, so you know the windmill, you know the 360 wraparound and stuff. It's a combination of a 360 wraparound and a windmill. So it would look like that. So like that kind of. It'd be this and this. I'm not get my headset. So it looked kind of like this. And yeah, this has never been done. I also had this mechanic in one of my dreams. That's the reason I know what it is. And I called it an impossible because it's named after a skateboard trick called an impossible. Which a skateboard trick called an impossible is a windmill on a skateboard. probably imagine how hard that is. So yeah, I just named it after a skateboard trick because yeah, this mechanic's impossible right now. We haven't reached the skill ceiling. I'm basically pushing the skill ceiling at this point because I've gotten so good at mechanics. Not even to brag about it, bro. I beat like a VRML professional 2 times in a row today. Believe it or not. He was brilliant. I don't know if he was actually VRML, but he was pretty good. And I was trash talking a little bit. I'm not gonna say what I said. I said kind of bad things, but there wasn't that bad. I was like, this guy is not in VRML. This guy is so bad at the game. He didn't really get mad at it. I was kind of joking around. He knew I was joking around, but he was like, yeah, you want to 1v1 me, bro? I know you're joking around, but oh my god, that sounds really weird. I know you're joking around, but do you want to 1v1? So I said, yeah, I won against him. He went back to the arena. Yeah, that was cool, but yeah, there's the impossible. I don't need to spend any more time on this one mechanic. But yeah, the next mechanic is gonna be a switch lemon pinch. So a switch, I already explained that. It's a switch shot, normal backward shot would be your dominant hand, right hand for me. But switch backward shot would be with your left hand. Damn, I made that first try. And yeah, you know what a switch lemon pinch is? It's just backwards ceiling pinch with your non-dominant hand. I'd actually say this is easier than impossible, but I'm talking about average Joes, like people who have 50 mechanics, 50 skill, out of like 100 skill, like just the most average people ever. But yeah, I'm talking about average Joes, 50 mechanics, 50 skill, 50 game sets. I'd probably be like 99 mechanics, 60 skill, 100 game sets, something like that. I have amazing game sense, and I have amazing mechanics too. Oh, dude, I gotta stop. I gotta stop warping, bro. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I'll show you a switch lemon pinch. I'm very good at pinches, so this is actually much easier than impossibles for me. Oh, I just like pinched out with my head. If you're doing a lemon pinch, oh, that was an actually good one. Yeah, I'm really good at pinches, so this is an easy one for me. And yeah, after switch lemon pinch is switch astral pinch. It just cluster pinch backwards with your left hand. I'm not even going to show you that because you can already imagine what that looks like. Just try it at least. And now we have another interesting one, quantum pinch. Another mechanic by me. But yeah, you can't. So I'm going to explain it right here. You can't actually do this in this arena because see, look in the middle. There's no donut. You need the donut to do this trick. But I could kind of. So basically, what a quantum pinch would be, you know, the bump in the very middle of a driftball. It's that little thing inside of the donut, kind of thing. You pinch it on that little mound thingy and get it into the goal. It's very high on the list. It's one of the hardest. It's probably like one of the hardest, if not the hardest pinch in this list. But there are two pinches in the field equivalents. That's all I'm spoiling for you. Yeah, this video is getting insanely long now. 30 minutes. Gotta pick up the pace real quick. Yeah, you can imagine what that looks like in a normal driftball arena. You try this trick, actually. If you're good at pinches, this will probably be like a level 18 for you. Probably level 16 for me because I'm very good at pinches. I've been practicing pinches for about 4 months now. I've been doing them in scrap run and stuff. I've invented new pinches while I was in scrap run waiting. I also learned how to ceiling carve from like time to time, from like scoring a goal, going back, and then trying it every single day. And then I got it. And now I'm working on chain ceiling carves. And I already got that too. So that's how you learn ceiling carves. Put time into it if you want to learn ceiling carves. Also, this list is not parkour mechanics if you haven't noticed yet. only Driftball. And they're single mechanics. 720 wraparound. Wait, no, I went too far. 540 wraparound. Oh my god. 540 wraparound. This is where the mechanics get impossible. This is still humanly possible, but you would have to be like a complete robot to do these. Next one is 540 wraparound. It's a 360 wraparound with an extra 180 wraparound. Looks something like this. Like that. No backward shot here. You'd have to be going like that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. This is still humanly possible, but stupid. A 180 quantum pinch. So you're going backwards, going for a quantum pinch as usual. You're just going backwards. Normal day for you, and then you go like boom, and then yeah, you just do that. But like you gotta do that, but forward. And you're going backwards, and you just do that. That's what it would look like. Yeah. You can already imagine how hard this would be. This is just impossible, but not impossible somehow. Okay, now 720 wraparound. Yeah, just 2 360 wraparounds. This is the last insane difficulty one. Yeah, just do that. No, this is the second last insane difficulty one. 30, 720 impossible. It's basically just double impossible. That's all it is. Why would I need to show you it? Okay. Like that. But 720. To die is scaring me. So yeah, this is the start of the stupendously hard tricks. 31 and 32. Switch double impossible. So it's a 720 impossible, but going left if you're left-handed. And yeah, that's 32. 31 is 720 double impossible. I couldn't read that. So it's just a 720 wraparound plus 2 I wrote that wrong. It's supposed to be a double impossible. So it's a 720 impossible, but with an extra 2 windmills. So it's 4 windmills, 720 wraparound. Now, here's the start of the impossible mechanics. My second piece of paper. These are the interesting ones. Impossible mechanics. 33. The Delta flick. So, imagine you're using your left hand. 1. So you wrap it around. Not 1, not 2, but 3 whole times. And then you go over here, switch your left hand, do that again. And then you do that. So it would be like, but like, really weird. Holy crap, what was that? Like that. But on one motion. And 35 is a quad. Guess what this is? It's let's get this. What? A 1440 quadruple windmill. As the name suggests, it's a quad impossible. Yeah, this is why it's impossible. Now 36, 1560 wraparound. That's stupid. 37 spin delta combo. So this would be a delta, but with a 360 wraparound at the start. And while you're doing the 360 wraparound, you do these 3 things. and then you do the rest of it, but you're going this way, and then you go like that. It's stupid. Yeah, next, get very close to the end. After that is a 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. So, 90, 90 is this. No, not that. It's that. It's where you do a 90-degree wrap around, then another 90-degree wrap around. It's one of my favorite tricks, actually. I didn't include it on this, but a 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 plus like 6 90s is just doing that 6 times in a row. But also, you're going like this, and then like this, and then you're going like this, and you add 90 degrees every single time until it's a 720. Stupid. And yeah, 39 is a winded mill, a half windmill to another half windmill in the opposite direction to another windmill plus a 360 wraparound. Winded mill. Stupid. Yeah, next. These are theoretically possible ones, the 2 last. The number 40 is the limit pinch. So, you know about the 32-bit integer limit. If you know what the 32-bit integer is, it's like 2.1 billion. So yeah, do a ground pinch at 2.1 million meters per second. That's the highest speed the game can even calculate. That's just stupid. A 2.1 billion meter per second pinch. Like how? How are you supposed to do that? Now, yeah, thanks for watching. But no, I have one more mechanic. The 41st mechanic. So, the beyond limit pinch. It's the 64-bit integer limit meters per second. So you would need a game engine that can even run that indescribably large number. You also need to be in a completely different universe. Because no, that's not possible in this universe. Because you would have to move your hand like 8.99 times 10 to the power of 18 meters per second in real life. That's not possible in this universe. You're moving your hand faster than the speed of light. You'd not even look like that. Also, your game engine would need to run at 9.1 quintillion FPS. That's like 9 with 15 zeros behind it. Pretty sure that's how many zeros. But yeah, that's a stupid number. You'd also need to, like, your hand would be moving how many times faster than light speed? 30 times faster than light speed. 30 billion times faster, I mean. I kind of stuttered there. 30 billion times faster than light speed. This is just such an indescribably hard trick. You need your headset would need to be running at 9.1 quintillion FPS. You would need like some godlike computer plugged into this, like something that was made like by God or something. Like he just, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you this amazing computer. It runs at infinite FPS. You need like something like that. You'd also need to be like blessed with the power of moving faster than the speed of light. So yeah, that's how stupid that trick is. And yeah, thanks for watching. I don't even think you watched all this because it's 40 minutes. And bye.